Hare Krishna, Namaste.
Chapter 13 is entitled as Kshetra, Kshetrajna Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Vibhaga Yoga, also as Prakriti Purusha Viveka Yoga. Verse 5, Part 3. ṛṣibhir bahudhā gītaṁ, chandobhir vividhaiḥ pṛthak, brahma-sūtra-padaiś caiva, hetumadbhir viniścitaiḥ. That knowledge of the field of activities and of the knower of activities is described by various sages in various Vedic writings. It is specially presented in Vedānta-sūtra with all reasoning as to cause and effect. In the first part of the Sloka, we discuss how the great rishis have established these three truths about Jivatma, Prakriti and Paramatma through their writings in Puranas and Itihasas. In the previous session, we learned that in Vedas, the references to these three truths are presented. The Vedas are considered to be the mother which shows us our real father. The Veda Mata cannot be equated to even hundreds and thousands of our biological mother. We must also know that Vedas are not created as Jivas are not created. Vedas are eternal too, like Jivas are eternal. The Vedas are the source for the Angas, Upangas, Smritis and many things. They all originated from the Vedas. Vedas are the root. These Vedas are four in number: Rig, Yajush, Sama and Atharvana. They are classified into two parts. One is called Karma Bhaga or Karma Kanda. Another one is called Jnana Bhaga or Brahma Kanda. The first part, Karma Kanda, teaches about rituals, karmas, that one must perform. Whereas the Jnana Kanda, which is also known as Upanishad, teaches about Brahman, the absolute truth, the Supreme Lord. This part that says one who meditates upon the Supreme Lord reaches his abode, whereas the Karma Kanda section teaches the rituals like getting material benefits, attaining heaven, gaining wealth, children, food, etc., which are temporary results compared to the Upanishad, the Brahma Kanda, which teaches us the way to attain the permanent result, the abode of the Lord, to serve Him. Upanishad means that which is learnt in secret, sitting close to the Guru. This Upanishad grants us the knowledge using which we can get rid of the pains of suffering, pains of samsara. There are 10 principal Upanishads that are mentioned by great sages: Isha, Kena, Kata, Prashna, Mundaka, Mandukya, Taitriya, Aitariya, Chandobhir, Brihadaranyaka. These are considered to be the 10 principal Upanishads. In the last session, we took some references from these Upanishads to learn about Kshetra, Kshetrajna, the field which is the body, and Kshetrajna, the Jivatma. So, we have seen two pramana, meaning evidence, proof. One from the Rishis, another one from the Vedas, Upanishad. Now the next pramana is from Brahma-sūtra, also known as Vedānta-sūtra. And this is the second part of this sloka. brahma-sūtra-padaiś caiva hetumadbhir viniścitaiḥ. Before we see some quotations from Brahma-sūtra, let's understand or have a short introduction to Brahma-sūtra. Sage Vedavyasa has done three important tasks for benefit of humanity. Number one, he segregated and structured the Vedas, Upanishads and Puranas. Number two, he wrote the Mahabharata, a part of which is the Bhagavad Gīta, which is what we are learning now. And the third is he wrote Brahma-sūtra. And it is said it is through the Upanishad, Bhagavad Gīta and the Brahma-sūtra where one can understand the absolute truth. These are called Prasthana-trayam. The Upanishads are the Shruti Prasthanam, the Bhagavad Gīta is the Smriti Prasthana, whereas the Brahma-sūtra are the Sutra Prasthana. We have already seen a short introduction on Vedas, Upanishads, whereas Bhagavad Gīta is part of Mahabharata, which has 18 adhyayas, 18 chapters. We don't need to give an introduction of Bhagavad Gīta as we have been learning that subject matter right now. Next is Sutra, Brahma-sūtra. Sutra means the texts that are in condensed format like a formula. Brahma-sūtra are the texts which are aphorisms about the absolute truth, the Lord. The Brahma-sūtra are divided into 4 adhyayas, 4 chapters, namely Samanvaya Adhyaya, Avirodha Adhyaya, Sadhana Adhyaya and Phala Adhyaya. Samanvaya Adhyaya is Brahman, the absolute truth. The Lord is the cause of everything. Avirodha Adhyaya is there is not a second one or there is no one else who is cause of creation. Sadhana Adhyaya is Brahman, the Lord is the Upaya, the means. Phala Adhyaya is the benefit, Jivatma reaching Paramatma, the Supreme Lord. These are the 4 adhyayas or chapters. And within each chapter, there are many adhikaranas, many sections. And each sections have many sutras, the texts. In the second chapter, Avirodha Adhyaya, section 3, the creation of various elements are mentioned, that is Prakriti, and then about Jivatma, the nature of Jivatma, and lastly about Paramatma, where this Jivatma is part of Paramatma, and Paramatma who controls both Jivatma and the Prakriti are mentioned. The Prakriti, that is the material nature, has its origin and it get created and then again get merged into the Supreme Lord. So the question comes, is Jivatma are also getting created? So the author here, Vedavyasa, clearly states that Atmas are not created. They are eternal and they possess knowledge and they are knowledge. Jivatma are atomic in size. They spread their consciousness throughout the body. The Jivatma is an agent or the doer and part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. The differences that we see in Jivatma as they are in this material world is simply due to their own karmas. These are the subject matter of this second chapter, third section of Brahma-sūtra. In our next session, we will see few sutras to understand this subject matter.
Namaste. Hare Krishna.